Hey guys, welcome to the Tuesday stream. Yeah, I'm back. Welcome to the Tuesday stream. Every Tuesday we come out here, show off all the cool new books and merch that we got in. I just sent out emails a little while ago for the Ultimate Endgame blind bags. I can't remember what it was. It's been a long day for me. Ultimate Endgame blind bags, guys. There's a ton of stuff on there. I can't share pictures because our emails won't let me share pictures of what's in them. Really cool stuff. If you go to Marvel's website, you can actually see all like some of the artists that they have set up. In the email, it gives you all the artists set up, some of the artists set up, and special covers, and a bunch of cool like sketch covers you can get, and it's awesome. Also, the price is $5.99, so if you do want to get it, let us know. Please email us, and we can increase your order. So you can do that. And guys, let's jump into our stream. We have Hello Halloween. This is the Halloween special that's tied to Hello Darkness. If you have Hello Darkness on your pull list, it's in there for you, so do not worry. Hello Halloween has 4 stories tied to Halloween. They're really cool. I like the first one a lot. It's tied to cool, old school Celtic mythology. I like Celtic mythology a lot. It's a really cool book if you want to get like cool, spooky vibes set up for next week. Definitely grab these. A lot of these are gonna be like some like one shots for Halloween. I definitely recommend this if you want to do like a Halloween read with your friends and grab a bunch of cool horror stories and share and tell each other like their favorite ones. It's a really cool way to spend Halloween when you're adult and don't want to go out and get candy. So yeah, pick this book up. It's really great. Next up is The Last Wolverine, part of the Age of Revelation tie-ins. This is, again, if you guys don't know, Age of Revelations is the current X-Men title. These are the X-Men books replacing their main X-Men books for the next 3 months. Now, Last Wolverine replaced Wolverine. If you have Wolverine in your pull list, it's in there for you, so do not worry. Revelation has taken over the Marvel Universe and is 10 years after his rule, and now Wendigo from the Wolverine book is now the new Wolverine, as he fights for all the mutants and the humans that kind of live and survive during the Age of Revelation, which brings him into direct conflict with Death, aka Wolverine, the Horseman of Revelation. So guys, it's really cool. I like this dichotomy because you get to see Wolverine, gets to see a new version of Nightcrawler on this, which is really cool, and a new version of Vindicator from Alpha Flight. Really dope what they look like and why they look that way and who's with what. It's really cool. Also, it shows whoever's hooking up with everyone in this book is wild. In the other books too, I wasn't here last week, so I didn't tell you. It's a really weird and cool thing. Anyway, love this. Great dip into nostalgia. Definitely grab this book. Next up is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Halloween Special from Boom Studios. Again, just like the Hello Halloween, this is an anthology book showcasing cool horror stories, cool Power Rangers Halloween stories. If you have kids, this is a great book to pick up for kids for Halloween. If they're Power Rangers fans, this is a really cool, great read. If you're a fan of Power Rangers, it's already in your book, in your folder if you're Power Rangers Prime on your pull list. What's great about this, one of my favorite stories in it is a throwback to the Pumpkin Rapper episode, which is a stupid Power Rangers episode. It's exactly what you think it is. It's a giant pumpkin rapping. It's 1990s rap. It's even worse. It's a great throwback in this issue. Love it a lot. Again, as a Power Rangers fan, I love this book. You guys should pick it up too. It is a great, again, Halloween read if you want to share, especially if you want to share like a cool Halloween story time with your kids, you know, before you guys go trick-or-treating, or if you want to give this as like a starter for your kids for trick-or-treating, definitely grab this. Next up is the Omega Kids from Marvel Comics, part of the Age of Revelation X-Men series. There is no correlation series for the Omega Kids. This is just on its own, but it is, if you want to think about it, it is the Black Ops network for Revelation. Quentin Quire, Kid Omega, has set up these kids as Revelation's eyes and ears throughout the Revelation territories. These kids are messed up. There's some weird nonsense going on in the background, and why Quentin is the way he is, I cannot spoil, but it's a really cool setup about what's going to happen in the 3. Just so you guys know, all these are 3-issue miniseries. Like I said, they cover the last 3 months. Really cool story if you want more like Black Ops, tangential stories that exist within the Age of Revelation. Next up is Outlaw Showdown, part of the EC Comics Revelation that's been going on at Oni Press. This is Outlaw Showdown. It is about scary stories with outlaws. Not all of them are horror. Me and Hunter were talking about this one day about like what makes all the ECs like similar, and what the real thing is like they're horror plus whatever. This one actually takes the different vein where it's like It's not there's not horror per se in all of them. Some of them are just cool westerns that are a lot of action and a lot of human story, like the final story of this one. Again, I don't want to spoil these, they are short stories. Really cool, like different little like vignettes of westerns. But the first one is a horror story, which fits the EC stuff a lot. But if you want a cool western stuff, again, this has a lot of like not dread, but there's cool horror-ish elements in each of the stories. So you definitely pick this book up if you want something scary to read. Next up is Radioactive Spider-Man from Marvel Comics, part of the Age of Revelation tie-ins for X-Men. What happened to Peter Parker during the Age of Revelation, and why does he look so weird? And why is it called Radioactive? You'll find out here in this book, as Peter has been dousing himself with radiation to stave off the X-Virus and protect someone that's super close to him. Also, this has come into a weird conflict between him and Miles Morales and Ghost Spider as they all try to fit and survive in a world dominated by mutants. Really cool book if you want more Spider-Man content and how Spider-Man operates in this universe. The reason why this was actually created as a miniseries and not part of like Amazing X-Men, Amazing Spider-Man becoming Radioactive Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is in his current story and they can't stop it currently. So it's really cool that they just did this as a cool miniseries. Next up is Speed Racer, Tales from the Road. If you have Speed Racer on your pull list, this is in there. This is a one-shot. It's part of a miniseries, which they'll do as like different anthology series, showcasing different stories from the world of Speed Racer. This is called Two Princes as Racer X and another racer from a foreign country going to super conflict. It's Racer X being James Bond. It's really cool. Fast-paced, so much action. Really great story if you are reading Speed Racer. If you aren't reading Speed Racer or Racer X and you're like, I don't know if I really want to read it, pick up this one shot, give it a try. It gives you, there's two stories in it. One is about Spritle, who's like the younger brother of Speed and Racer X. And it kind of gives you like, that's the fun story. The Racer X is the main story, which is like the cool action spy stuff. And it kind of gives you kind of like a taste of both books without having to buy both books. So if you want to try Speed Racer from Mad Cave, this is a great way to do it. Next up is Terminator Metal. Terminator Metal is replacing the Terminator series from Dynamite. This is another anthology showcasing what the future is like during it. This one is about a T-800 who joins the Resistance. Each issue is going to be different. If you're a fan of the Terminator franchise, and if you have Terminator on your pro list, it was already transferred over, so don't worry. This isn't your folder for you, so it's all good. Really great story if you're looking for like more Terminator content. If you missed the last series, don't worry. Again, it's a standalone anthology, just showcasing different futures of how Skynet operates in the future. Really cool. It's kind of the opposite of what the first series was. Great if you want more Terminator stuff. If you just want cool nostalgia bait, even better. Next up is Thanksgiving from Ahoy. This one shot is a blend between Halloween and Thanksgiving as a family gathers for Thanksgiving and what normally happens during family gatherings and the weird nonsense that comes up and how you kind of see your family, if you don't see them often, what a holiday can bring out in people, like the worst and best in people. I'll leave it at that because it's because of the one shot. I do not want to spoil it. It's a really cool twist at the end. Like kind of a little half over the book. There's a cool twist in it. A really great story. Leans more towards like honestly, this would be like a A24 like or Jordan Peele type of horror movie that came out. Really cool, really dark. Definitely a cool pickup if you want something different to read. Next up is a Werewolf from Mad Cave Studios. Have no idea why it's called Werewolf, by the way. That title never brought up in the book, but it's about a man who's been struggling through life, kind of like trying to find his place, and after stumbling upon a dopey security job, he ends up with a cool, I don't want to spoil it if you can tell from the cover, there's aliens involved. He ends up coming across an alien invasion and what happens to him from there. Really cool. This is a very easy setup. If this was like more like a movie, it would be like the act one of it. Really cool setup. You get to know a lot about him in the opening of the book, but again, it's a story about a man now has to kind of like set up his own life and accept his place in life, and this is how he figures it out. Really cool story about a really cool human piece. Really cool idea of how, I just don't know how the title ties into it. It's a weird title. But the rest of it, fantastic. And finally, first singles, we have X-Men Book of Revelation from Marvel Comics. The final book of this week for our Age of Revelation stuff. This actually takes place at the same time as Amazing X-Men and as spins out of the X-Men Overture, X-Men Age of Revelation Overture one shot. So this should be, if anything of all of this, there's 2 books you should be reading: Amazing X-Men and Book of Revelation. Book of Revelation tells you kind of Revelation side of the events, and all the other books will tell you kind of like how that character affects the world in the Age of Revelation. So if you really just need 2 books and you don't know, you're like, oh, there's a lot of these miniseries and I don't want to read all these, don't. Pick 2. Pick your favorite. If you're reading Wolverine, read Last Wolverine. If you're reading Phoenix, read Binary. If you're reading Storm, read Rogue Storm. If you are reading Spider-Man, you just want to read some X-Men stuff for the first time, read Radioactive Spider-Man. But you really should be reading Amazing X-Men and World of Revelation, Book of Revelation. Really cool book. Again, it tells you the other half of the story. Fantastic setup, and you're going to see a lot of cool characters you haven't seen before. So definitely pick this book up. Let's jump into our trades. We have DC X Sonic. I hate that they call it X Sonic. It's so weird, but I love this crossover. It was a crossover no one knew about, no one asked for, but it was great. I loved it. Great for kids if you want to be like, oh, I want to get a book for my kid and I don't know where to start, and like, oh, my kid likes like superheroes and they like Sonic. Great book to pick up. Fun, light reading, fantastic pickup. Definitely grab this book. Next up is Power Rangers Prime. This is volume 1 from Boom Studios. This is the reboot series for Power Rangers, set in an alternate. So if you read all of Mighty Morphin and you don't know what to read, this book and its sister series, VR Troopers, you should definitely start here. It's set in its own continuity outside of the Mighty Morphin Boom stuff. It is a great book. If you haven't ever read a comic book and you're a Tokusatsu fan and you're like, I want to read something like the stuff I watch, this is the book to pick up. It's fantastic. It has all the tropes of an adult Tokusatsu book that it was kind of missing in the other books because they had to stick to a very tight license. Great story. Love it. If you're a fan of Power Rangers, pick it up. If you've never read a Power Rangers book before, or you remember Power Rangers from a kid and you're like, I don't want to read it, don't. It's brand new content. It's all cool stuff. There's like violence and an alien invasion that goes wrong, and we're a weird prison planet. I love it. Definitely pick this book up. It's fantastic. Next up is Minor Arcana, also from Boom Studios. Boom? Yes. Minor Arcana is, so this is a start of I think he said it's going to be 64 issues long, something like that. Yeah, it's like they've already put out the design of the 4 like deluxe editions. Because it's supposed to be 4. It's supposed to be the 4 major arcana. If you guys don't know, Minor Arcana or Arcana in general, it's tarot cards. Tarot cards will eventually become playing cards for people. So you have the Major Arcana and the Minor Arcana. The Minor Arcana are things like your suits. The Major Arcana are like cool stuff. I also wrote a Yu-Gi-Oh deck around it, so I'm a nerd. What'd you expect?
I know.
So Minor Arcana is by a young woman who has to go into the family business. Her grandmother runs a fortune telling shop, and she doesn't really believe in stuff. And then eventually she falls into that world and now has to survive it and understand it. Really cool setup. It's from Jeff Lemire, so of course it's my obligatory sad dad story stuff. But he's expanded from sad dad to just sad family now. He did it with Just Society, so now I know. It's just sad family stories. Really cool stuff. If you want stuff like the occult, if you like things like the occult or mysticism and spooky kind of mysteries, this is a really cool book. It's also a really cool human interest piece as a young woman discovers like her family and what it means to be herself in this weird backwards world. Next up from Marvel Comics, we have Fantastic Four. This is the new volume. What's volume 6? The reason why I'm highlighting volume 6 is because this is the prelude to One World on the Doom. And you're like, what happened in One World on the Doom? This is all set up in here, so definitely grab this book. It's fantastic. I didn't mean that as a pun, but it's Fantastic Four. Really cool. Like I said, this is the prelude to One World on the Doom and everything. Next up is a Red Hulk. This is the new new miniseries that's tied into One World on the Doom. If you like Red Hulk and you want to know more about Red Hulk, it's Thaddeus Ross playing war games in his mind and then doing a cool prison break. If it's really cool because if you don't know what's going on under One World on Doom, Doom is taking over the entire Marvel universe, and he's like, "Oh, hey James, you said that Revelation took over the entire Marvel universe. Both happen simultaneously. Don't worry about it." It's comics, guys. Um, Doom has taken over. He's Sorcerer Supreme, and he has taken like different people and done small little things with certain groups. So he's gone like, "Oh, hey, this is here. This is going to go over here." And then moving pieces around, and one of them is Red Hulk, and using his mind to create war games to go against people that don't bow to him. Thanos Ross has had enough, and he wants to break out. Really cool mix between political intrigue and like a prison break show. Love it. Definitely grab this book. And finally, this is a book that's really super special to me. I love that they're re-putting this out. This is All Negro Comics. This is a reprint of the actual All Negro Comics #1. It was the first, made in 1947. It was the first ever black creator, whole thing, creative team, writers, artists got together and made a comic book. Clearly, it didn't last long because it was 1947, and so they were able to clean it all up and put it all back in print, along with a bunch of cool essays from modern creators of color, and one spin-off story that's a remake of one of the original ones. It's really cool. It's a really cool piece of history, comic book history. You should definitely grab it. It should be up there. Like, I've seen it. I've actually seen a real All Negroes one in person. I started here when I first really started, and it told me the whole history about them, and it was really cool learning about it. And yeah, I definitely recommend picking this up. It's a really great piece of comic book history. And guys, that's it. You can check us out on AndrewsComics.com, where Ant's putting books on there at all times. Check us out on X and Instagram, where Ant and me and Brianna put stuff on there that doesn't make the show. It's really cool. And you can, that is at Androids_Comics and Androids Comics. You can check us out every Tuesday on our streams on Facebook, as I tell you guys all the new stuff coming out. And guys, that is it. I will see you back here next Tuesday around the same time. See you then. Bye.